So when we last left off, we were being ushered into an unnatural darkness at the end of this tunnel by a man. As soon as we both emerge out the other side, a deafening roar reaches our ears, and you soon realise that this unnatural darkness was blocking out not only light but sound as well. The surrounding sort of coliseum, if you can call it that, isn't exactly spherical, but it's more of a cuboid shape. As you can see, all of the walls and just the entire arena itself is created out of giant playing cards. The man who ushered you through the darkness now brings a megaphone to his lips and starts to announce.
Citizens of the Aceless Realm, many years we have waited, but now a new competitor.
He kind of glances down at us both.
Competitors are here to herald a new age for us all.
So the crowd claps and stomps and goes absolutely wild, and as you look around the arena you can see that all of the citizens kind of all are dressed in either black or red, and they all have some kind of accessory that kind of makes you think they belong to a certain faction. So you have spades, clubs, diamonds and hearts. Some people have little fascinators shaped into these shapes as clipped to their hair. Some of them have ties, or their jackets just have the applique of that thing on it. You kind of notice and look at the herald and see that he has a little ace of spades themed cufflinks, and you start to kind of get an idea what this realm is about. It is super loud in here, so as you and I both cover our ears, the herald continues.
And now I give you our Lord and Master, the Jester.
You look to the very opposite end of the arena because you are up on like a platform and you are not down in the arena yet, but there is a platform on the very opposite end to you, and coming out of kind of behind this throne is a man, and he is dressed sort of, well, like a jester. He has red and black striped and patched clothing. He has bells on all of his clothing. He has a typical jester hat, again black and red with bells on the end, and he comes out shaking a black and red stick that also has bells on, and kind of waves it to the crowd and waves to the crowd, and the crowd is again going absolutely buck wild for this man, and he settles into his throne, and he has several assistants around him kind of helping him in, even though he does not need the help. So the jester now addresses the crowd. He somehow is able to address them and be loud enough despite not having a megaphone himself, but he addresses the crowd and says, Finally, I am so excited! You both have been chosen and we're going to have such a great time together! You're a bit weirded out by this guy, but he seems to be alright, I guess. He just seems a bit crazy or a bit weird. You still have no idea what's going on though until he opens his mouth again and says, "Let the spade trial begin!" I turn to you and I go, Spade trial? Are we doing trials? But since we are together, we get taken down into the arena together and we await the trial. As we're sort of standing around, you glance around and you can see that there is packed sand on the floor, same as in the tunnel. And then from the opposite ends, sort of underneath where the jester's platform is, you can see a gate and a creature is being brought out. It kind of looks like the mix between like a mole and a cat. It's got fur, but it also has really long sharp claws, and it's quite small, and it's just being brought out on a leash. It doesn't seem to be dangerous, it's not foaming at the mouth or anything, but it just kind of is sat there with an assistant, and then the jester calls out again and says, "You must take your spade and bop this creature on the head. Good luck!" We sort of look at each other, look at the creature, and the assistant lets it off the leash and it immediately burrows beneath the ground and starts tearing its way around the arena, leaving these quite obvious mole trails. But as it starts to move around and mix around, it gets harder and harder to see where it is in the arena. So this is your very second choice for TBRPG-thon, and your choice is of strategy. You can either split us up and we can kind of play distract and pounce, or we can herd it into one corner of the arena and try and do it that way. So this is your choice. Would you like to split and distract, or would you like to herd the creature away?